any good husband and wife are going to have a spat every once in a while, but no, I thought they worked really good together. They would go to market together and, you know, stuff like that. So.
He came to LaGrange Christian Church as a young boy, and he grew up there really coming to Vacation Bible School and Sunday School, and then from that he came into the choir and sang, and then from that he went on to be the man that he is today.
The friendship basically, part of it was that they lived on the street behind us in our subdivision. And so we got to know them then, and of course with children, they were very active in the neighborhood, so people knew who they were, and Wayne and Linda were very hospitable to them and very warm and caring.
Well, Wayne's 8 years older than I am, so he was always big brother, and when he and my older sister would babysit for us, we always, our younger ones, we had a set bedtime, and I, fought it like crazy, and he'd say, just go back there and be quiet for a little while, and I'll come back and I'll get you up, and we can watch some more TV, which he always did, so anyway, he helped me out on that.
Wayne is the consummate community individual, and he and Linda set about doing that the best they could. And so Wayne decided he needed help when he was young, and so he went and found Linda and decided that they should get married. And she's much younger than he is, and I think that she probably had to get special permission to get married to Wayne. But anyway, they set about living in Oldham County and just making a fantastic couple that made sure the community worked well. She was chairman of the school board, as we mentioned before. Wayne was a local businessman and an elected official. So they just work really, really hard to make the community the best it can be.
So, again, I think that one of the factors that's key about them is one of them doesn't lead more than the other does. They're both involved with leadership all the time. Linda served on the school board and as chairman of the school board for a number of years in a very challenging environment, and was there, and I think was a leading advocate for some of the initiatives that we had, including all-day kindergarten, after-school daycare, Buckner Alternative High School. There were just a number of different aspects that she was very positive in leadership and moving forward with the school district, and always took a lot of pride in the community.
Not only is this honor a reflection of you all personally, I take it as an honor to our family. Mom and Dad would have been quite proud.
Wayne and Linda are valuable members of our community. They have been for many years. They've been interested and active in all kinds of events, from flowers on the courthouse lawn to being involved in planning and zoning and the board of education. Wayne has been a strong member of our fiscal court I guess he must be in his second or third term consecutive now, his third term, but the second consecutive term. I actually beat Wayne by 7 votes about 12 or 13 years ago. I've forgotten how long it was. And I'll have to say that Wayne, after that loss, was a perfect gentleman. He called and congratulated me and really took the high road, and he meant it sincerely, I felt. And it was a great example of the type of attitude that people should have in society today. I'm sure he didn't like coming out on the short end of that election, but you wouldn't know it. It was really, really great. So when I decided to run for county judge, I called him immediately and said, "Hey Wayne, I'm not running for re-election. I hope you will run in that spot," and he did. And he's been a great member of the fiscal court ever since.
I went with Wayne and Linda to a UK football game and made the mistake of having her between me and Wayne. And Wayne and I are pretty serious UK fans, but she's over the top. I mean, she just was grabbing and pinching and things like that when things didn't go well, when the referee made a bad call. And I said, "Wayne, we need to switch places here." I said, "You need to get between me and Linda. I don't see how you've taken this all these years, and I can't take it for another halftime." So
I think that she's unique with many people because she has such positive human relation factors and communication skills. And I would like to say that I learned a lot from her. She may not agree with that assessment, but she was wonderful with staff, and they held her in high regard. She was one of the few that attended events you wouldn't expect board members to attend. She would come to, and ask before she did, but would come to central office staff meetings. She came to administrative staff meetings and listened, really had an interest in what we were doing and how we got there. And then she and Wayne also came to prom and thought that was a positive part of their service, and that they were experiencing in some cases, not the party side, but experiencing in some cases what students were experiencing.
Very family oriented. In the years I worked there, my husband was ill for a long time, and family came first with them. Wayne would call and Wayne would say, go. Wayne was in the hospital, Wayne would say, go. And I've got to be careful because of calling their names, because Wayne Tice is Robert Wayne Tice. My husband was Robert Wayne. So I had to be careful about how I said the names.
He and my brother played football together at Oldham County High School. And when my brother found out that Wayne and I were on fiscal court together serving as magistrates, he said, be sure and call him by his nickname. And I said, oh, what is that? And he said, Cosmo. And I thought, well, of course it is.
You know, the scuttlebutt I've always heard is that Wayne was a great cutaway diver at Oldham County Country Club. Apparently, he did a lot of diving in the pool down there and impressed the ladies with his, you know, straight dives and whatever, however it's described. And I don't know if that's what attracted Linda or not, but he was a great athlete in his earlier days. I know he's kind of hurting tonight. I'm sorry about that. I mean, you get to be over 70, you got to be a little more careful on ladders. You know, I mean, they could slip out from under you on short notice. So
They get involved, and when they get involved, it's all the way. There's, you know, I mean, they're not going to be on PTA without being the chairman. They're not going to run the Boosters Club without being the people that do everything. You know, when Linda was on the school board, guess what? She was chairman, you know. So they don't do anything half-heartedly. If they do it full bore.
I think both of them. I think it's, you know, just wonderful that both of them are being recognized, because the honor, or the recognition rather, of being Oldham County of the Year generally is reserved for one person. And either one of these two would qualify and be deserving of the recognition, and I think that's important.
Well, I think they're definitely deserving of this honor. And a lot of people don't know a lot of the things that they've done. Like I say, customers. Wayne would mark stuff down so somebody could afford it. How they took care of all their employees. It wasn't just me, they took care of everybody.
You've been the very visible face of our family, and you carried that mantle very well. You took over a successful family business and took it to a whole new level. You achieved that with an unrelenting work ethic, but most importantly, with the highest benchmark of integrity and fairness.
Wayne and Linda have run an appliance business for many years in LaGrange, and I used to see a lot of advertising on TV for Charlie Wilson's Dixie appliance, but Charlie Wilson never had the nerve to come into Oldham County because he knew he'd have to battle with Wayne and Linda Tice.
Linda and Wayne, I think you're very deserving of this honor. Just for all the things you've done for me, I want to tell you how much I appreciated it. And maybe I can do something for you now since you're down and out for a little while. Don't hesitate to call me if you need me. I'm gonna cry.
Linda, congratulations on being recognized tonight. You're certainly very deserving of that. Continue to take care of Wayne. I know he's been working hard and is down in the heel a little bit tonight, but that happens. you know why the skeleton didn't laugh? Well, he said your funny bone was broken. So I don't think it's Wayne's funny bone. I think it's his heel, but he'll come back from it. One way or another, Wayne, Linda, congratulations. Thank you for everything you've done for our community, and I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you in the future to build up our community and make it the best it can be.
On this accomplishment, I'm so fortunate to be able to count you as friends. And Wayne, if you would please just leave the hard task to the people that know how to work on ladders, and you should stay away from them, honestly.
Wayne and Linda, I wish you congratulations on your award this evening. And Wayne, I wish you a very speedy recovery.
Okay, well, I understand that Wayne had a recent incident with a ladder doing some home maintenance, and I can tell you I don't have that problem because, first of all, I don't get on the ladders. Pam does that, as you know, and I don't do home maintenance. And so I would just ask you, in your experience, not to be getting on ladders at your age, regardless of how good you think your balance and prowess are as far as manual dexterity and handling a ladder.
Congratulations, guys. Wayne, give up the ladder work. You already broke your foot. We need you around. Love you guys. Well, congratulations, Wayne and Linda. I can't think of a more deserving couple for this award. I'm extremely proud of you.